That was awesome. As you know, with the first fight, though, sometimes not so full, but I had a lot of people here to support me, so it was still amazing. I saw so many familiar faces, and even though it wasn't full to capacity like it will be when Weidman gets in there, they got loud for me, and I appreciate that. Yeah, just to be clear about it, leading up to the first fight, I've never had anything but respect for Frankie, his family, the camp he comes from. I knew that when I kept pushing to fight him to try to get to the UFC, that he was tops on the East Coast in my weight class. So it was just a respect fight, wanting to fight the best. The first fight, there was no trash talk, and I felt like I controlled that whole fight. And I thought that one of the judges from Jersey tried to give him, the slip to see if he could get him to squeeze by. Um, since then, I've seen him and his family many times. There's been nothing but respect. Hi, how are you? It's good to see you. How's your family? I hope you're doing great. Good luck on your next fight. Stuff like that. And then to find out on that Nick Catone radio, whatever they tagged me in this past week, that he's basically been wishing me the worst and been bitter toward every step of success I've had since we've competed was kind of a slap in the face to me. And the fact that they tagged me in it to try to egg me on kind of gave me an extra push to show him that it doesn't matter what day it is, he can't beat me.
You're the kind of guy who likes to have something like that building up to the fight because it motivates you and makes it a little bit easier to punch.
I do. I think he gave me a little bit of an extra incentive. I think he made a mistake doing that. When you fight someone and there's almost too much respect, sometimes you go in there a little bit soft. This isn't a sport where you could go in there soft. Sometimes you need a chip on your shoulder. You need to be, ready to prove to somebody that, they're going to get it. And he gave me that little extra edge that I needed to show him, like, you watch him fight on his feet. He likes to try to get fancy and showboat and spin and this and that. Like, you're not going to do any of that to me. This isn't that kind of fight. And I was able to use that motivation and dominate. Yeah, I was telling them out there, I want Nik Lentz. Because we went out to that athlete retreat, and as you probably know, you know matchups good. He and I both fought Islam, who's as tough as it gets in this division, in my opinion. So I tried to have a short conversation with him about us both having fought Islam, and he couldn't have been ruder to me. I don't know if he remembers this, but I remember it, and that guy doesn't have anything for me. So if he wants to get it, he could get it.
What did he say? That was rude.
He just wouldn't even acknowledge me. He looked at me like I was almost like part of the wall. He had made this grunting noise at me, and he just turned his back on me. I was like, really? And I kind of asked him, and he just kept going. Like, that's the weirdest guy I ever came across in my life in this sport. So if he wants to get beat up, I'm cool with it.